Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are headed to upstate New York to look at some spectacular fantasy dream homes. Come on. Okay, welcome to another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes, and today we are headed to upstate New York. That's the state of New York, so we're going to stop right there. So here's your outline. Let me turn off the roads here. Okay, so here's your outline of the state of New York. That bright yellow line, everything up there is Canada, okay? And this is Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. So here's your state. So what is upstate New York? And there's some disagreement or controversy over what that actually means. So some say it's everything but, most of Long Island. This is Long Island, but, Manhattan and up to the Bronx or whatever. Another theory is that it's where the MTA serves. So that's the Metropolitan Transit Authority, which is about up to here. Pretty much everybody agrees that this is all upstate New York. So what the beautiful houses we are going to be looking at are in upstate New York. And I think upstate New York deserves a lot more attention than it gets. And I like to equate it with, there's two examples I'll use. One is France and Paris. If you listen to people in France, they will tell you that Paris is not France. In other words, if you want the real, or France, if you want the real France, you got to get outside of Paris, because Paris is just this big metropolitan, cosmopolitan city. Well, that could be the same for New York as compared to upstate New York. New York City as compared to upstate New York. The other one is, I like to use the analogy of, you got two sisters in a family. One gets all the attention. She's a glamorous supermodel. So do you want to date these women? Now, these are supermodels of 2020. Do you really want to date these women? Bring them home to mom, show them mom? Or do you want to bring the girl next door home? Beautiful, wholesome, women with ethical values. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you in the comments. You tell me. And today's tourism site is Discover Upstate New York, and it's got a lot to offer, and that will be in the show notes as well. And today's real estate site is our old friend Zillow. And we're going to get right to it in our first home. And I have received some feedback. Some people like it when I comment. And I think they like it when I comment negatively. I try not to do that. But it amazes me. If you're going to spend $2 million or more, and a lot of these houses, are well over $2 million, on a home, it better be perfect or really close to perfect, right? Well, you're going to hear me comment. I just couldn't resist. It's not on this next home, but it's going to be one of the following homes. You're going to hear some comments here about the home, because I'm astounded. Surely they could not have had an interior designer do this. So, but let's get to the first home. What stands out to me in this home is almost $6 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, 6,000 square feet, sitting on a big acreage of land, almost 75 acres. Here's the thing that astounds me. It was built in the year 1790. So let's take a virtual tour of this first fantasy dream home. All right, so this next home is going for 6.45 million. It's 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 12,000 square feet. Sitting on almost 19 acres of land and built in the year 2000. So let's take a virtual tour of this next beautiful fancy dream home. Okay, here we go. This is the home I said I was going to comment on. So you're going to see me rush through the first several photos. There's over 100 photos here, and that's too many. Even for a mansion, that's too many photos. You're going to see me rush through the first, 20 photos because they're showing, the beautiful land. No doubt about it. The land is beautiful. First, we'll get into the stats. So it's 7.5 million, 9 bedrooms, 7 baths, over 11,000 square feet. And it's, like I said, the land is beautiful and it's enormous. It's 350 acres. Built in the year 2009. Now, I want you to pay attention to the interesting decor of this home. Would you even be comfortable walking through this home? Wait till you see a couple of these rooms. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. So let's check out this fantasy dream home. Okay, so this next home is going for $7.5 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, over 5,800 square feet. And it was sitting on a piece of land that's over 21 acres, built in the year 2006. Let's take a virtual tour of this next fantasy dream home. All right, so our final fantasy dream home of the day is, well, it's almost $9 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, over 7,200 square feet, sitting on a lot that's bigger than 15 acres. Built in the year 2017. Let's take a virtual tour of this Final Fantasy Dream Home of the Day. Well, that wraps up another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. I'm just curious what you thought. You got to see in a lot of those homes the absolutely stunning, spectacular surroundings of upstate New York. You're not going to see that in New York City. You know, can you imagine what these places look like in the fall when the leaves are turning? Just absolutely amazing. So, glad we were able to, shine some light on upstate New York, a very beautiful state. And if you are a fan of this channel, you can show your support. You don't have to donate on Patreon. You can show your support by leaving a comment or a thumbs up. That's really important to us. But we want you to stay safe out there during this pandemic. So be careful out there, everybody, and keep smiling. Take care. Bye-bye.